Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. I think we can all agree that the Earth is alive and that it's not just a dead rock ball or meteor, if you will, hanging out or suspended in the cosmos. That it provides life because it is life. And that what grows upon this earth is here to help nourish and continue the cycle of life, to continue to live and thrive, right? And if you look at the other planets around us, those other planets, they can't handle sustaining life as we know it, which means that Earth is a very special place, which means that amongst the other planets, although they help us with our placements and our chart because they are suspended in the same cycle that we are, right? The Milky Way. We also should understand that if we don't want our planet to be just like the other planets, not livable, not life producing, not filled with livable energy, then we need to stand up really freaking fast and we need to do something in order to fix it. Because I don't know about anybody else, but I like the planet that we live on. And I enjoy living life. And I came from a space and a time where the skies were clearer and that the stars were brighter and that people actually cared about one another, whether it was through small groups, large cliques, there was still unity. And as I managed to live life, I watched these cycles kind of like take a different stand because they couldn't handle what was happening to them in their own environment, but didn't realize that they had the ability to create their own future because they were stuck in a suppressive mode, if you will, where they allowed the outside energies to take too much influence and too much direction in their existence. And today we have a space, a place in time where it's not the way today that it once was so many yesterdays ago, where unity and interconnectivity were something that was were tools of value that were used every day, right? But we need to get back to that place. We need to get back to a place where the skies were cleaner and that the earth was energized with living properties more than dead properties. And I think I know what happened. When people became harder to control and more people started to become aware of the injustices that were going on around, they became vocal and responsive, and they moved in a manner that uplifted and provided, the glimpse of unity, and started to weave it back together again. But then something happened and that kind of stopped. And now I know why. So the planes that are seeding the air with the toxins, they're hurting us. They're killing our land. They're killing our atmosphere. They're killing our trees. They're killing our ability to be able to breathe oxygen and to live the way that life was always meant to be, like right from the beginning. So we all have to stand up and take back everything that we've lost. I'm encouraging you to do exactly that. It's going to take all of us, everywhere, to stand up and say enough is enough. I already have plans, ideas, and solutions that every which way I think about them, they would benefit everybody everywhere. And the first solution that I know, straight and forward, would be to stop polluting the air. Stop seeding the air. No more chemtrails. No more dump of toxins in the air. Period. The end. That's it. None. It stops. Just like if we stop doing that, if we stop allowing that, then it can't come down and infect our earth and damage our ground and our water. And we can start getting back the pieces of us that have been destroyed through the toxins that are continually force-fed to us. I didn't agree to that. Did you? I don't think you did. So as soon as we can stop that, then we can start allowing the divinity of everyone to return by fixing the air that we breathe, by fixing the ground that we grow our food in, and by not doing what is good for, a computer or a machine, but to do what is good for humans, even if that means that it's going to take more effort, because effort is never given, reward is never given without effort. In order to receive the reward, we need to put effort in, even if that's understanding that your vibration, how you think, what you perceive, how you move, adds to the collective, and it does. So which collective are you going to add positivity to? Are you going to add positivity to love and light and fix the world that we live in and allow it to continue to serve as a living organism in a prosperous way, not just for Earth, but for us and for everyone who follows? Or are we going to stamp down life and suppress the growth and inevitably kill the planet and ourselves in the process? It's your choice. But what I am going to tell you is that before you make that choice, you should think about every different possibility that might come with a negative choice or a positive choice. Because if you think that you can agree to negativity and still be positive, it doesn't work that way. If you think that you could take a blind eye but, uplift yourself, then all you're doing is adding to the negative collective that's looking to kill this planet. So, food for thought. When you vibrate on a high level, not on a low level. Instead of entertaining disaster or ignorance or suppression, step up and step out and realize that your worth is far greater than that, and that you are needed here, that your vibration in a positive, loving light will add to the betterment of this world, the betterment of the planet, the betterment of every inhabitant of it that lives in a light, loving, compassionate footstep. So we have choices. Are you going to feed what doesn't serve humanity? or the planet by staying in a low vibration, by keeping a blind eye, by saying that only one is important? Or are you going to say that on the larger scale of things, that everyone is just as important as the other, and that life cannot be sustained on a dead planet? Choices. Reach out and let me know what position that you take, where you may find yourself in this, in reality. Where are you? Do you see clearly? Or are you allowing deception to live your life for you and lead you right off that cliff? Regardless of where you may be, there's always an opportunity to turn things around. And I am suggesting strongly that we all take a few moments to reflect and then move in the motion that brings the highest energy, the most authentic pieces of us are embodied by the love that we offer, that we receive, that we provide, that we retain. And that's all done through boundaries. You can't very much say that you love yourself if you let someone step all over you. But you can say that you love yourself if you stand up and say, I am not your doormat. You cannot wipe your feet on me. Would you like me to do that to you? And of course the answer would be no. And they would even be mad at you for even suggesting. But just as easily as it could happen to one, it can happen to another. So let's take this in a positive, upward, loving manner. And let's let the love of life and the reality of high vibration fill not only us, not only other energy around us, but to lift those in density up and out and provide everyone the ability to actually live in a loving, light-filled, nurturing space. And let's keep the planet alive. And it takes every one of us. So where are you going to choose? What life do you want to adopt? Do you want to bring in? Do you want to be told what to do? Or do you want to let your divinity shine through? Questions. Whatever you choose your answer, just keep in mind, elevation comes with growth. Growth comes with development. Development is a beneficial tool when it's used in the right vibration. Where do you find yourself? Happy, sad, content, discontent? Call me. Whatever you do, you're never alone. Reach out. I've been everywhere. I've seen a lot of things. And the one thing that I do know is that life was never meant to be lived dead. Keep that in mind. Come to the life. Come to the light. I'm sure that it'll all work out right. I saw the future, and it takes all of us to do it. And the future I saw was nothing like what we're living in today. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Love and light.